Welcome to ECNTRADE Daily Video. Before we begin, it should be noted that any advice is of a general nature only and that your personal circumstances have not been taken into consideration.
Hello everyone, my name is Rob Clayton and thank you very much for joining me. Yesterday, the Australian dollar bulls showed up and defended the 68 figure 35 level after the market briefly posted an intraday low of 68.32 and in terms actually rebounded and reclaimed the 69-cent handle after printing an intraday high this morning of 69.16. Now looking ahead, as the market is challenging this level around 69 cent, but there is still a lot of hurdles on the top side, seeing it's around 69.35 and above at 69.75. I do anticipate the market will reject this region and therefore eventually see a turnaround and look back towards the downside with the immediate target seen at 68.70 and below that at 68 figure 35 is where the uptrend comes in. Although the market has slipped underneath there, I'm still viewing the base as a potential break, and if seen, should initiate the move down to 67.40 and give the objective around 64 to 66 cents. Little to go on at the moment when it comes to the US dollar, which measures the greenback strength against a basket of 6 major currencies, and with the euro weighted at 57.6 to that basket, you can see the market is pretty much traded sideways over the last 3.5 days. At present, though, I still view the market any advances beyond 112.50 and with a cap seen around 113.40.50 that the market should eventually stage the move to the downside. But it all depends on the US dollar index. At present, it needs to break above the level of 97.70. After about 4 attempts, the market is struggling. But keeping an eye on these indicators just in case we do get a slight impulse to the upside. So therefore, continue to adjust your take profit and stop loss levels according to your risk management. In the event that the market does take a challenge to the upside, because it will be seen as a sell opportunity towards 113.40.50. Now this morning, dollar yen took a stab at the upside and posted an intraday move of 108.15. Now from there, the market took a tumble quite heavily back towards 107.70. Therefore, the market may have actually displayed a rejection point from around 107.90, and maybe now a break of 107.45 could give further indication to the downside and reinstate the move back to 106. So let's see how the market plays. A good rejection. I quite like the pattern is shaping here, and if we see the MACD slip back underneath the zero axis, reinforces the view. I mentioned yesterday that there was divergence to the pound, to the bull case. Well, as you can see overnight, that the market did stage a very significant move from 122.57 being the low to 124.01. Now, I'm still a little bit careful when coming out with any calls to the downside as of yet, because the market is still showing somewhat some divergence and could see another test up towards 124.15.25 and see if the market can break and see a squeeze up to 124.90, or at present still respects that level of 124.15.25. The market may slip if it takes 123.65 out, which isn't too far away, about 20 points. If so, then that would reinstate the move to 123, maybe down to 122.5, which is where the base is. But I don't feel at this present it's going to eventuate, because the fact is the divergence is still quite strong. Another rejection for the third consecutive time from 137.15 for dollar CAD, and now has put a little bit of pressure on the downside with support seen around 135.35. I'm still a little bit careful. And the fact is that although I'm still holding the view that oil should pull back, that we could still see another test to that upside. So let's see how the market plays in the next 24 hours. Another rally for gold overnight posts a fresh intraday high of 1,785. At present, I am neutral. My target was 86 to 88. I don't have a view beyond there, so I'd like to see how the market plays out. So if I was trading this from the longer side, I'd either raise my stop losses in case we do see a significant downturn, or to the fact is continue to keep your stop losses tight, but see if the market can actually break beyond 88 and look up towards 96, or maybe around 1,800. But nevertheless, I am still skeptical about this move and therefore could easily see a rejection. So I'm going to sit neutral at the present. Wrapping up with the outlook for oil, the market has retreated again from that top side 41 resistance, and in light of the pattern seen here, I do anticipate the oil will eventually turn back towards 38, 37 or $36 a barrel and reassess from there. Well, that wraps it for today. Thank you very much for joining me, and as always, look out for the intraday report, and I hope you enjoy the great start to this new day.